Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about ICT in teaching learning process. When we talk about teaching learning process, it's the classroom which we want to make interesting using ICT. ICT has given us different tools. We talk about different application softwares like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and PowerPoint is a very good tool when we talk about classroom interactions. We can make our presentations in the class very effective and you know something that is making students feel very great about the class, and we can also deliver very good content using PowerPoint presentation. But are we using only PowerPoint presentations in the class? Of course not. Sometimes we want to give some notes to the students. In that case, we have to make use of Microsoft Word. We can make our handouts in Word and give it to the students before the class or after the class. We also make use of Excel to keep students records. Even for evaluation purpose, we use MS Excel. We also use extensively Google. You know very well, whenever we give some topic to the students to learn on their own, what they do first is they go and Google it, right? Google is a very good search engine. Like Google, there are some other search engines also. Yahoo, Bing, these are different search engines. Students go to the internet and make use of these search engines extensively when they want to complete their assignments, their projects, and they really learn a lot on their own using those search engines. Google also gives different facilities like Gmail, Google Docs, Google Drive. In Google Drive, you can keep all your documents. So when we talk about teaching learning process, teacher can share different documents like Word documents or presentations in Google Drive, which students can have access to. Some images, some videos can also be kept in Google Drive, and students can be given access to those documents. Similarly, we can communicate with students and parents using Gmail. So Google has got so many facilities in it which allows us to have teaching learning interactions with the students. Google has also given LMS, that is learning management system, like Google Classroom. Google Classroom is a place where we can have virtual classrooms with students. Here we can provide some material to the students, we can upload some assignments, we can give some quizzes to the students, and we can have lot of other interactions through streaming as well. It is a very good forum. It acts as a very good forum for having teacher student interactions. The classroom also helps you to check the assignments, check the quizzes, and prepare the grade book also. So Google Classroom is a very good tool. It's a very good LMS. But is that the only LMS available? No, there are some other LMS also. Edmodo is a virtual class, right? Moodle also is a very good platform to have your own classes there. So we can have learning management systems. Nowadays, most of the schools have developed their own learning management systems, and they're using it extensively when students cannot go to the class, right? So these are the different ways in which we are making our teaching learning more effective using technology. We can also incorporate social media. Social media, as you know well, WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, these are different social media. And these social media can also be used for teaching learning process. A teacher can create his own WhatsApp group or Facebook group with the students and give some notes on those, share some notes on those platforms. All instructions can be given through WhatsApp. So, and most of the schools nowadays are doing this, right? So social media can also be used. YouTube can be very effectively used for teaching learning process. Teacher can develop his own video records and upload it in his channel on YouTube and give an access to the students to see those videos, and have students have learning at their own pace. Whenever they want to reflect back, whenever they want to go through the content again, they can go through the teachers videos. There are some already prepared videos. If a child wants to learn harmonica, if a child wants to learn flute, if a child wants to learn puzzles, anything that the child wants to learn can learn easily using YouTube. YouTube has got so many tutorials on different topics, different skills also. So YouTube can be extensively used for teaching learning process. We can also conduct assessment. Student assessment is a very important thing. So we can assess students' understanding, students' knowledge using ICT tools like Google Forms, Testmars, Kahoot. Kahoot is a very beautiful app which has both the platforms PC as well as on mobile, and we can have live gaming with students using Kahoot. Testmars allows you to prepare small quizzes. Google Forms can have assessment using multiple choice questions, open-ended questions, fill in the blanks, and whatnot. So assessment can also be done online using technology. All these are different aspects of teaching learning, and all the teaching learning aspects are enhanced using ICT. Not only all this, not only classroom teaching learning, students can learn on their own using platforms like MOOCs. Swayam has provided so many courses. So Coursera has given so many courses, right? So students can learn at their own pace, on their own at any time when they want, and we have these platforms, MOOC platforms, massive online open courses for learning. These are all different learning resources which are present online. So ICT is giving tremendous opportunities to all the learners to learn what they want, where they want, and learn at their own pace. Thank you.